Hey guys,
Yep.
it smells like Hava in here.
Who's gonna do that to start the? Oh, is it already?
It's what's up, dog?
What's happening?
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it for the episode.
Oh man,
What is have a Sal?
Have a nice day.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Joey, aka Joey Schmoey. To my front, we have. Ooh, I switched it up.
Ooh, you
I switched it up.
Switcheroo
After
here.
30 episodes.
31 episodes.
32 episodes.
This
31.
is 32.
That's true.
So it's 31. My name is EcoBoomS550.
It's the longest intro.
Mr. Worldwide. To my right, we have
Raptor Man 5.0.
Raptor
as
Man.
always.
5.0.
As always.
Always, welcome back to episode 32 of the Raptorstrike Podcast. What is up, everybody? Hello. How are y'all? How are y'all doing tonight?
Thank
How's
you
everybody?
for the compliment on our background.
Yes.
Doing good. Something real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes. We have our flag. Our Nobori flag came in. This was something we were working on for the past
Flag.
few weeks.
What
and
is
it
a
came in.
Nobori flag?
A Nobori flag is a samurai flag. So if y'all ever see the samurais, how they have like flags picking.
Leaks.
Oh, you're leaking. Go.
I left mine in my truck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sal left his. We also have cups.
It's like a 5-mile walk
You're about to get
to the
zucked.
parking lot.
You're about about 3 floors down.
So we have a Nobori flag that we will be using for events, pop-ups, and maybe running eventually.
If it doesn't break at the seams.
Yeah, we have to stress test it first. We also have these cups that were made for us. Right now they are not for sale, but if there is enough likes, we can.
I will auction off. Like, I won't even wash it. Like you can clone me.
You can clone me.
You can clone me if you want.
He needs more stickers.
He needs more stickers. But
More
which
stickers.
kind of stickers? The little 3-inch ones or the vinyl ones?
Or are you saying we need more designs for stickers?
I would like a slap sticker. I already knew you're
Rats.
both of y'all were gonna jump on that one.
Just I don't hear nothing. But yes, a special announcement to kick off the episode. Noah, do you want to tell the people?
Well, for those of y'all that were here early enough, got my eye on you. Anyways, as you saw from our intro card, we actually are official sponsors of the Dirty Dinos, which is a Rebel Rally team. We're gonna get into that and kind of talk about that for today's theme of this episode is off-roading, and Rebel Rally is a all-female race. But again, we'll get into that a little bit later. But we are super excited. You know, we are partners with Raptors and Rifles, and so we heard this opportunity through them, and we went ahead and submitted our sponsorship for them as well. And we're pretty excited to see where it goes. And you know, Tara and Kelly, let's go for the win.
Full send.
Full send, not half send, not quarter send. We're full send.
Like, my thing is I tell people I race my truck, right? And that's all I say. Because other people are like, oh, well, how good are you? I said, listen, I said I race it. I didn't say I win. It goes down, it goes on the track, and we do all the fun stuff, but I never said anywhere that I win. You know, there's a small little asterisk at the end
I
of that
race my
message.
truck asterisks.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But we're super excited to see y'all go down to that track. It's not even a track. It's just they give you a map, they give you a compass,
Like get there.
and quite literally that's it. I mean, there's no GPS, there's no electronics. You just, girls, y'all got to be really good at reading that map. I can assure you that if we competed in a race like that, we would be nowhere near any of those checkpoints.
Absolutely
'cause
not.
None of us know how to read a map
I
correctly.
can't even read English.
I'm with him right there.
What do I tell you? What do I say?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's insane that you just get a compass and a map. Like, it's not like, oh, you go about 400 feet to the rock and then you take a left at the rock. Like,
when you see a cow, you're gonna, do a
You've gone too
U-turn
far.
because you've gone too far.
Yep.
The worst part is the cow moves.
Yeah.
So it's either you hit it early and you can turn back, or you have an extra 20-minute ride and you're like, damn, there's the cow.
There's the cow. It just
Let me
follows it.
turn around.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane that you have to just basically navigate. Do we know how long the race is?
It is, it's a 10-day event. I know that.
Per race?
No, I think that's the competition and all.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's 10 days of just,
Because it's
here's
like
your map. Let me see.
Tony. Hold on. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Here it is. The Rebel Rally covers 2,500 kilometers.
Kilometers.
Uh-huh.
we have to go in.
Now we have to look it up.
Convert
God, what the?
Aren't
It's
they-
a kilometer.
2,000.
2,500 kilometers of stunning terrain across the Nevada and California desert.
For all you Yankees out there, it's 1,500 or 1,553 miles.
I can do that in a day.
Why don't we just say that?
Why didn't you put that? Speak American.
I could see if you like crossed into Mexico and you had to convert, but it stays within the United States.
Yes.
No, that's just me being small-minded.
What is that?
It's about 15 football fields.
So that's like from hello
Welcome.
road rally, not a race. If it is on.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, Tara. She's one of our sponsored team members.
Hello.
But that's like, what is that? It's from where to where? Does it say it's California to what?
No, I think it's to be
Nevada,
determined
California.
where.
Oh,
But
that's
it's
like
it's within Nevada and California
From what
desert.
it looks like, you're following a bunch of like trails, like routes that are just back roads, and it's not even like paved. It's actually like
Imagine they just go in a straight line
That's what I would do.
Yeah. over the hills.
No, but you actually have to hit
Certain checkpoints?
checkpoints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to navigate to each checkpoint
Mhm.
and then go. That's cool. But 1,500 miles. That's wild. That's like that's not to New York. What is that? I don't know. It's a long drive. That's 1,500
That's like to
miles.
Florida or so,
It's like to Florida. Wow, that's
I believe.
endurance.
Yeah, it's from like
The tip of Florida.
The tip of Florida.
1,500
I mean, 'cause
miles. That's about
I've driven that before.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucks.
We do 1,500.
It sucks on the road. Can you imagine trying to do that off road?
you said from Reno down to Glamis.
So how excited are you for that? Like my biggest
25
thing was how how do I say that? Like, how did you get mixed up into this?
How did you get into this race?
Exactly. And it would be
What do you
nice if
say?
we did an interview.
Yeah.
We're not smart enough to think of that beforehand. But we're super excited to see how y'all do, and just first and foremost, be out when you're out there. Be safe, of course. That's the number one thing. Have fun is number two. A lot of people say, number one thing is everyone just have fun. No, number one is just be safe, be okay, because all of the fun goes right out the window as soon as one of y'all gets hurt or anybody gets hurt. But we're super excited to see how y'all do, and just be able to follow y'all's progress. And I know they have their Instagram. You can switch over to my screen, Joey. Right here. Dirty Dinos _Rebel 121. So head over to their page, give them a follow, and just cheer them on while they get their stuff done. But I believe it's in October is the race or the rally.
Don't know.
Been following for a while and finally found.
Start from the beginning.
Sorry,
Let's start
I
from the-
started from the beginning of my head.
Go to the camera.
Been following Rebel Rally for a while and finally found the perfect teammate in Kelly. Kelly is also, or she said it, but the other one we're sponsoring. Yes, we're there to have fun, but our competitive juice will definitely start flowing October.
See, and that's the same thing I said when we were doing, Raptors on the Ranch, off rodeo. We're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun, and it's either I'm getting first place or I'm breaking the truck, so I can be like, well, look, I broke my truck. I couldn't.
You
I
tried.
tried my hardest.
You fully sent it.
But alongside with that, I'm wearing my Bunker 27 shirt. So like I'm super excited to wear it. Finally, wearing it out.
Got my Hug Life shirt on.
But similar to what we would say for every episode is, Raptorstrike backs the blue, the green, the red, any law enforcement, first responders. Kelly and Tara are actually Air Force veterans. So this works out perfectly. So, and who else better to sponsor Air Force veterans than a small, brand entity like us that's in San Antonio, the gateway to the Air Force. That is what we're known for. So, Godspeed and be careful out there, girls.
Military City, USA.
Fully send it.
Fully send. You got our stamp of approval.
Put on a shirt.
Raptorstrike approved.
Oh yeah, and we do want to send y'all some swag. Some do we have?
I don't know if they're in arm's reach. Yeah, they are.
Some jet tags and stuff for you and Kelly.
Hello, Karina.
So be cool and stay humble and stay safe out there.
Yes. Stay safe. Good luck. But yeah, we're very excited when Noah told us about it. We're like, yes.
Sergeant Hood said, make sure you have updated maps.
But yes, we are going to get into the next portion of the episode. Real quick, if you are enjoying the content so far, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Yes. Did you like the video?
I'm in the video. I'm in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
So we're going to get into the theme of this episode, which is off-roading, from racing to overlanding to rally racing to rock crawling. We're going to be going over bits and pieces about it today.
To jumping the curb because they put
Bits and pizzas.
They put a road closed sign where there was no water over the road.
Yeah.
Yes. But the first thing we're going to get into is the racing portion. So what has ours experience been with off-road racing?
Well, if you ask that question to Ryan, he'd say we're a bunch of bitches. Because, I mean, granted, it's my first truck that I've ever purchased, and
that's capable of that kind of stuff.
yeah, that's capable to do that. You're gonna be scared. I'm sorry. Like, there's no other way to put that.
It's an expensive truck,
Yes.
and you're going 5-6 feet up in the air.
50 or that, and you're hitting. So the worst part about taking the jump is that you're increasing speed, and you can't see the rest of what you just see. Yeah. So around 57, 58 miles an hour is what I hit the table at for Cycle Ranch to clear it.
So what happens when you go too fast? Say you hit it at like 60, 62.
So
let me see.
You hit it, then you pass the down part, and you go to a flat section. Your truck just goes, bah!
Blop.
Now, if you look at this graph,
happened,
it's called F around and find out.
So the more you...
That's what happened to that one guy on Hoonigan.
Which one?
The guy, the guy that fully sent
the white
it.
truck?
Yeah.
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 So is there anything to do to make your truck like so you can hit those faster, or is it just the incline?
Build it.
Oh,
Okay.
make it not a truck anymore.
Make it not a yeah.
Make it
a full-on race car.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. You can do it once, maybe. But that's about it.
Any vehicle can do it once.
Crown Vic?
Fully send it.
I think you should.
I would like to, but I need it right now. that's my go-to.
That's your daily driver.
That's my daily driver right there, dude. I love that car. But as soon as it's not my daily driver anymore, we're getting with Texas Speed Labs. We're lifting it. We're just gonna put it on a different frame.
We're giving it the Viking send off.
I'm telling Gumby, have your way. Have your way with it.
Full creative
This
freedom.
right here, the blue and orange pre-runner,
Yes.
Crown Vic.
Yes.
Do it. That would be awesome.
I want to ask him if I can drive the Bronco one time.
And steering rack gone for the third time.
Nah, well, I wouldn't drive it the way he does.
be done
Can
once.
be done once, like skydiving without a parachute. Exactly.
You know what? I mean,
It's possible.
I'm gonna go skydiving.
You know, you can actually survive
no,
from
you're
that.
not.
Like,
You're just
I know,
scared
I'm
of
scared of
heights.
did I talk about that already? You can actually survive from jumping out of a plane, but it's like super slim chance.
There is a super slim chance you have to do specific things, and then you have to like pray that you land on water.
No.
To which god?
No.
All of them?
All of them, dude.
No, not even that. You can survive without water. So, what the best chances you have, you're not gonna.
As you
you're
wake
gonna
up
be
at the end of that dream.
you're probably gonna be paralyzed, but you have to basically get your body as flat as possible to the earth.
That's not
And
possible.
you're-
You know how round we are?
So we
Sitting there
die,
gathering a spoon.
but a healthy person. You basically hit terminal velocity and you can't go any faster, and the air actually cushions you or something like that. There was science behind it, but you basically hit and you can survive. But
So
you
it's
would be
so
a
it's
vegetable.
theoretical.
It's theoretical,
But you would be a vegetable.
But you would, like you would
Then
survive.
what's the point of surviving?
You would
Come
still
on,
be breathing. But yes, I
let's
just
make
wanna
it.
put
Let's
out
make it harder. Just full on aerodynamic. Let's go.
He said, "Let me put life on legendary mode."
there. Yes,
No, thank you.
for the trophies, dog.
All right,
Wait.
let's make our way back to off-roading.
Yeah.
Off-roading.
Yes, experiences with off-roading. Noah, you were saying with Raptors and rifles. What got you into that? Like, what made you off-road? Race.
You know what? I don't know. It was all a Facebook post, really. Say you survive. Can you do it again?
Only once.
Only once.
So technically, you can do it twice.
No, you can do it
Um,
once. Again.
Now, the main thing is the actual Raptors and Rifles event, the first Raptors on the Ranch, 2023,
Mm-hmm.
was a Facebook post that I saw. Because naturally, we're car guys, right?
Of course.
We're gonna join Facebook groups of a certain car that we have. Like, I'm a part of the Crown Vic clubs, the P197 clubs, which is the police interceptor Crown Victoria clubs.
P71,
What'd I say?
P197.
My bad. I
Bro
meant
said
that
S197.
was the Mustang. My bad. But I also joined the Raptor groups, and within the Raptor groups is where Raptors and Rifles posted the very first Raptors on the Ranch. And for my thing was, time flew so much that I told my coworkers at the time, like, I'm gonna do this. If y'all want to go, we got tickets. I had like everybody go, because at that point I'm like, I don't think I'm coming home with a truck that that day, and time moved. I mean, like that. So it basically became to where that week, Leo was like, "Hey, this weekend's the weekend. You ready?" I'm like, "Damn, it's already here." Oh man, maybe and then I got butterflies in my stomach, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have signed up for them. It's too late. I already paid all the entrance fees and all that. Then we went out, and you just had everybody from Raptors and Rifles themselves just opened armed and excited to see everybody there. Then you met some of the other guys out there, like Texas Truck Build or the Murder 5.0, which are both F-150 conversions, and those guys are really cool to hang out with. And it's just, everybody was so excited. And after experiencing that, as we've said in another episode, in a previous episode, that was the seed that planted for Raptorstrike to flourish. It was like, this is what we want to broadcast. And I had just an amazing time. And so, of course, you have that one great experience, and you just want to do it again and again and again and again. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for Tara.
And then you break your truck.
Yeah, and then right now I'm dealing with an exhaust rattle. So I just need to get it chopped and welded. Is really all that I need, because the exhaust does not like jumps. I'll tell you that.
It just sags.
Yeah, I tighten it and it just, and so then it rattles, and
That happens.
but that's my intro into like the off-road racing area. Is just be safe and have fun. and just surround yourself with some great guys and gals. That's what I love the most about it. What is your entrance to off-road? Wasn't
No.
racing, it was like overlanding.
Well, it was just recreational off-roading.
There you go.
That's more of what I would call it, because it was not really overlanding. We didn't actually go camping. This was back in Georgia, Tennessee. My dad and my uncle went to a kind of like a little off-road event with their friends, and my dad took the Durango, my uncle took his Ranger, and I rode with my uncle in the Ranger, and we just kind of rode it, riding around the trails in Tennessee on the mountains. And then there was like some mud pits, and of course my uncle was just fully sunning it through the mud pits.
You, Joey?
Yeah, full sun.
I mean, my intro to off-road was going with y'all to Raptors and Rifles. My family doesn't really... I'm the first one that's really into cars. My uncle kind of was before he passed, but he wasn't like super like mechanic or anything performance or pretty much anything like mechanical with the car. He just liked cars too.
Yeah.
So this like being friends with y'all was my intro to the whole car scene, and then so my first steps was going to Raptors and Rifles, and it's been fun. I mean, being able to like be in a truck in a 6,000-pound vehicle going 4 feet in the air, it's pretty fun.
It's only
scary
6,000
coming
pounds because we're sitting in it.
down. Yeah, that's true. That thing's about 1,200 by itself. But yeah, no, it's been fun. I mean, I would love to do off-roading whenever I get a truck.
I mean, like my intro away from off-roading, but to like an actual drag strip, my first time going was with you in the Silver Mustang. I mean, so it's just like we have a lot of, and we were listening to the mashup song of September by Earth, Wind and Fire and Post Malone's.
Congratulations.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, just the song itself and the memory is just so vivid. And that was what, 2015 or so? Like it was
2017, 2018?
2017. So, it's that far back, and
It was like when I got that car.
yeah, you can remember the songs, you can remember the where you went, and just a ton of fun. And that's the main thing is, we don't know where Raptorstrike's going. We don't know any of that. But what we do know is that we have a lot of memories that we can call back on, and what do you call it? Dad lore?
Dad lore.
What is dad lore?
Dad lore is the stuff that the stories and trouble you get into before you get nerfed by your wife.
Well, to be a dad, you have to have kids.
Yes.
So
That's what I said.
That's not what you said. You said nerfed by your wife.
By your mom. When you get nerfed by mom.
But I mean, that's the main thing is you're just having fun. You're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And our main thing for starting this was if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yep, and that is to tie into that is like racing or events in general, car events, is to bring people together. You start meeting like with Raptors and Rifles. We went to that event and now we're friends with them. We're partners with them. We see them at non-Raptors and Rifles events like at Jumping for Joy. Racing and car events really bring people together, but it's the message we want to get across is if it's not like you don't have to be a part. What am I trying to say? Like drag racing versus off-roading, how they never like touch each other. They don't want to go to those events. And then it's bringing those worlds together and that's our message, is to bring the automotive community together where everyone feels comfortable. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say? That's our message. That's what
simply into like an all-inclusive.
Basically.
Yeah. But you got to share the same values.
Mm-hmm.
You got the mission, vision, the values. We're still figuring them out. We're a year into this, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're working towards an empire. And if we can do bigger, sponsors or even an event our own, even better. But for now, we're working at it, and we're just trying to survive. That's all it is. That's all we can do.
See?
Bridge the automotive world.
Yes.
Fully send it.
Going along with racing, so if someone wants to get into off-road racing, let's do two scenarios, right? The first one is if they had money to spend and they can buy something off the lot to go off-road racing. What are some options that they have? The second one being if they wanted to do a budget build and get like, I don't know, a 99 Ranger, what are the components in a nutshell that they need to get to be able to either be competitive or for their truck not to break as soon as they get there? So
For the first question, the answer is Raptor. Anything. Raptor anything.
I completely zoned out. Like I didn't hear the first question.
The first question is if they were to get some, they have some money to spend and they want something off the lot that's off-road capable. What would you get?
Oh.
for racing.
Raptor.
Raptor or
Oh.
ZR2 Chevy something.
I didn't even know they made one.
Yeah, the ZR2 is kind of their Raptor competitors.
Oh.
Slash, and then you have Dodge with its TRX.
But nobody. That's that little comic strip of the little kid eating glue in the corner. Like that's
Pretty much.
That's the Chevy one.
It's the Chevy one.
Off
Yeah.
to the side.
You have Raptor and TRX over there fighting each other, and then you have Chevy with their ZR2 eating glue.
But I mean, even the guys and girls that had the TRXs at these events, they're like, look, the TRX is great in a straight line.
When you got to turn?
Yeah, and all of them told us the same thing. Every TRX owner told us the same thing. When you got to turn, it's over. Like there's no helping it.
Yeah.
They go, but they've ridden the Raptors, and they're like, the Raptor takes turns like nothing. They go, the TRX is amazing when you're going straight.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is I connect that back to like the engine itself is made for drag racing. So I'm like, oh, the engine just wants to go.
Yeah, it's
You
all
know.
that power in a straight line.
Yeah. And it can do it on a straight line, a bumpy straight line,
Yes,
because
because of the suspension.
but not turn. But not turn. But yeah, the Raptor is quite literally one of the best things, or one of the
It's
only
nimble.
things.
It's not light by any means, but
No.
it is a nimble, like capable off-road truck.
What's my favorite thing to yell?
Big girls nimble.
Big girls nimble.
There we go.
Skirt.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember that day.
the day that
You took that truck and you were weaving in and out of traffic.
Who, me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Anyways,
I was talking about Need for Speed. I was talking about in game. No, the truck, big truck nimble. But okay, so on the other end of that, if they wanted to get an older, like Ford or anything like that, older truck, what are the parts needed to make it racing ready?
Depends on the vehicle.
Depends on the vehicle.
well, so if we're doing just in general, you want to look at upper and lower control arms. You want to look at shocks.
Depends on the vehicle.
Yeah, well, yes, but I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
Thank you, logic thinker. But if we try to do like every single little detail, then we're gonna be here for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
But
Content, baby.
in general, in general, you want to look up upper, lower control arms, ball joints. Look, someone that keeps breaking his ball.
I think he's on his third pair already or third set.
You're on your third set, aren't
Pretty
you?
much.
Yeah.
And it's mainly the upper ones that just explode, but that's
Well, here's the thing. I replaced them when I had the truck. So it's for the truck itself, it's on its fourth or fifth pair of ball joints.
yeah. So like I said, it depends, right? Because
Why does it depend?
you can always just go to Google, look up, insert my vehicle model here, and then long travel kit. And that will usually get you where you need to be.
Okay, what does a long travel kit consist of?
Hold on. Getting there. That'll usually get you to where you need to be. And
Get there
is a
faster.
what is a long travel kit? That is
It makes you travel long.
Love you long time.
And we're canceled.
so usually it includes upper lower control arms and then really long shocks. And then on top of that, the whatever framing you need to put in to support those really long shocks.
Damn, dog. There's an echo in here. It's almost like I said that.
Hold on a second. Let me do.
He muted my mic.
So okay.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing.
The camera turned off for like a split second.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. I immediately looked over here. I was like, "Are we dropping again?"
No, let's say, dog. That's
Everything
kind of.
looks good though.
It looks fine.
Yeah. Yes. So I looked at the thing. The long travel kit tells me to lift the truck 5 feet.
Do it.
That's a long travel.
On cinder block.
Cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that video? Off topic, but it really upset me. Whistling Diesel, he lifted that truck on the that, what do you call it? The lifts, but he put like blocks of wood on the pinch weld, and it was like barely hanging on. It was a nice like OBS Chevy, like.
The only part that I saw was that he put the he completely demolished the bed on it.
Yeah, by loading, putting the straps on the wheels.
Yeah, he put the straps on the wheels.
So he lifted it like as high as you can lift it on those little blocks, right? And then the dude's like, "Don't do that." He's like, "No, it'll be fine. Look how secure it is." And he pushes it, and the whole truck just topples over, and everything, all the glass shatters. I mean,
I did not see that.
He has the money; it's his, right? But it's like,
To be fair, those trucks are usually shit.
they look nice though.
Though, like, if you look at like pictures of like the before pictures of like the trucks before they go on the show, they're usually like rusty.
Oh yeah,
They're usually
older.
their frames are, something's wrong with the frame, something's wrong with the the truck in general. I mean, it's usually garbage.
Garbage. Okay, so off-roading, you would need like long travel kit for your truck, right? For the racing aspect, I guess that would go more into the engine stuff. But is there anything engine specific that is off-road specific? If that makes sense.
No. I mean, the thing that makes me nervous are like motor mounts.
Just send it, dog. Just send it. See what happens.
Send it. You need new ones.
No. The biggest thing for me are like motor mounts or filtering. Like, what's the
'Cause
best?
of the dirt?
Yeah. Or the best routing for filters, so you're not just clogging it up with.
So on that, what does that look like? Because I'm thinking if you have like a big intake to get all the air into the turbo or whatever you're running, even the engine itself, what is the filter? Because I would
So
think it gets
when you're
up.
dealing with that, the best thing from
It's like mesh.
correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're doing like off-road stuff, I would say you need to build it NA. No power adders, because you're just
Compression
asking
and
for
stuff.
worse.
Mhm.
I mean, what do you think?
So, I honestly, build whatever you want. Like, so the thing about air filtration while you're off road on like sand, for example, because Baja trucks see a lot of sand, it's flying everywhere. You get it sucked into your intake. What they have are separators. Like, instead of having they do have a regular air filter in there, but they'll have an air sand separator, so that way not all the sand hits the air filter.
Oh, so is it like a weight thing where like the sand goes this way? and
Pretty
then
much.
The air goes
you
this
know
way?
how I don't. Have you ever seen like a sawdust separator for like a wood shop? No, or
Where it
like
has
the Dyson fans?
air. Is there like air sucking it out?
Pretty much, it uses the own suction of the engine to like spin it into a vortex, and then it just shoots it out one side.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. That sounds expensive.
It's like how the way Dyson vacuums work.
That makes sense.
With cone technology.
With cone
Cone.
ice cream.
Off-road racing is mainly a suspension motor thing, and I would assume you need good tires, right?
See, one thing that threw me off was that somebody had said for sand you want like kind of worn down tires.
I've seen that as well.
But
I don't know if that's true.
I would think you would need deeper tread to like get grip.
Then you're just digging.
I have no idea.
What you want to do on sand is you want to float on top of it.
Oh, that brother's floating in the
So-
air.
Say your sand is this deep, right? you want to float on the top of the sand. So that means as wide, as long.
So
as the
similar
track is
to
long.
like ice, but you're not digging yourself into it.
Snow.
So, yeah. You, well,
Yeah.
at least you knew
Ice
what I
is
meant.
different, but
Well, thank you. Yeah,
ice you want to break through the ice so
I've
you can get
heard,
to the gravel below.
I've had my fair share of ice.
The boink.
That would make sense, especially with snow, because of the snow boots where they have that wide
Exactly. It's the same
surface
concept.
area thing.
It's the same concept as that. You're just dealing with a large surface area. You want to air down as far as possible. I don't know about the well, I've heard the worn tires myth or thing.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a myth, but I've heard about it. I've never been in a
Like
situation
some of those
where I
recovery
needed it.
guys, the desert
watch
recovery.
Matt's off-road recovery.
That one. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
that's
man,
where I've heard
we,
it.
we just put new tires on it, and we really need more. And I'm like, what? You know what?
That's exactly where I heard it as well.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, huh, that's interesting.
I think we already said it, but it's just that flat surface area with no tread.
Yeah.
That's what he's probably talking
Or
about.
a little bit of tread.
Little
not
bit.
not
You don't
deep
want to
tread.
dig. You want to float on top.
Can you see that?
I was gonna say this.
I was like,
I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass.
I wasn't. He's been
Sand
giving
is
me a
so
hard
much.
time all episode. I
That's-
was gonna let that fly, but
Yeah, you don't want to dig into the sand or snow. You want to float on top,
of it. That makes sense. Like snowmobiles. Cool. The next thing we're gonna talk about, Sal, you're gonna have to kind of spearhead this one.
Brother,
Overlanding. What is overlanding?
what is overlanding?
What?
So, overlanding.
DT Mav rar
Rar XD.
rar.
So overlanding is kind of a hobby I picked up a little bit, but I'm trying to like get into it a little bit better because it's basically truck camping. To put it in its most simple form, you're camping in your vehicle.
What?
Truck camping. But what a lot of people do is they'll go off-road on like some trails and then they'll camp out of their truck, you know, go through more of the trail, camp another day. And
That's cool.
it's pretty cool. I mean, you're basically combining off-roading with, you know, like camping and like I know we talked about camping on the camping episode a while back. But yeah, it's you're combining those two things, and I like it.
So it's basically making your vehicle into an RV that can go off-road.
Yeah.
So livable and all that. So you were saying that it's truck camping, but like the overlanders we've met, the Texas made and am I allowed to say his name on stream? Post Cabron.
It's funny because he just that was the vibration. He just
Really?
messaged me. He goes, "I'll listen tomorrow."
I'll listen tomorrow.
They're overlanders. They're overlanders that jump their vehicles. One has a Lexus, the other has a Toyota. So what if those vehicles can do it, right? And
Yeah.
they're not trucks.
So I say truck, right? Because that's what
It's an SUV. Thank you.
I say truck just because that's what I have.
That's what he's using.
But
Yes.
it's vehicle camping. You can take your Subaru, you can take your 4Runner,
The Cobalt.
you can take your Cobalt.
if it can make it,
If you can make it to where you're gonna go, do it.
he's like,
Like you don't even have to go off road. You can just go.
I want to camp at the Pearl.
Yeah, there you go. Go camp at a truck stop or something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
So it's vehicle camping and making your vehicle livable,
Exactly.
basically. Okay. So Noah, what's your input on overlanding?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. So technically speaking, if I take the Raptor out and sleep overnight at a campground in the truck, that's overlanding.
Yep.
Cool.
Don't you have to be like in the woods?
No.
Or is it just
Dude, you just do what you, want to
be
do,
in the
dog.
woods? Be in the woods.
Be quiet.
Be in the woods.
Like,
be
In the woods.
You know what? I'm gonna take my truck to work and sleep in it in the truck and be like, I'm overlanding.
There you go.
pop it up on the curb.
There's showers there. I can use the showers there.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like no real definition to overlanding. It's just go out and camp in it.
You can take it, just have AAA on speed dial.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, how's it going?
He's the one who
What
got me into
up?
One Piece. I'm on episode 818 now.
I haven't even started episode 1.
It's so good.
Does living in my Prius count as overlanding?
Send it.
No, like she's
She
like,
actually lived in her Prius.
yeah.
That's fine. If you want to consider it your hobby.
That's
If you
not-
want to consider it your hobby.
I don't think that's what she meant. But I think she slept in it as she was traveling to California.
Yeah,
like
she
that's
road tripped
reasonable.
it.
That's overlanding,
That
technically
would make
speaking.
sense.
Yeah, like what a lot of people do is they'll do that, but off road. But
Yeah, and not take
Okay.
a paved area.
yeah, like
Similar
idea-
to the Rebel Rally. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same
For
thing.
those of y'all new, we're sponsoring a racing team,
An all-female racing team.
all female racing.
And an all-female race.
Yes.
Yes.
race.
Um,
They're
Dun,
racist.
dun, 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 dun.
I think that would be.
I had
sick.
that song stuck in my head the entire week. I used it on like Monday when we submitted the paperwork, and it's just
Oh,
it's been
man.
stuck ever
That's
since. Shania
hilarious.
Twain, sponsor us.
I always think Shania Twain is Dolly Parton.
No,
What?
Like,
not
when I-
even close.
When I think
No.
of Shania Twain, I have Dolly Parton's face pops up.
Okay, all I'm saying,
your brain Google's messed up, dog.
all I'm saying is if Shania Twain and Dolly Parton sponsor us, they're going on like the shelf forever. Like,
There you go. We're putting shirts. on.
Raptorstrike, sponsored by Shania Twain and Dolly Parton. Girl power.
Girl power.
Where are we going?
I think-
We lost our train of
That's
thought.
fine.
We're all in
It's
the middle
funny.
of.
No, overlanding. I think that would be cool that you can just go on a trail somewhere and you have everything you need, right?
Yeah.
It's just like building a truck out for tools or for like my dad has a freaking tackle box, right? We can go fishing wherever we want.
Wanna
But
go fishing?
you want to go fishing? Okay.
We haven't gone fishing, by the way.
We need
to go
You know, we've
fishing.
been planning a fishing trip since 2020 because I remember the day of my birthday that we're supposed to go to the lake to go fishing, the shutdown happened. It was that day we were supposed to go. They were like, you can't go outside anymore.
He's like, fine, I'll fish from my door.
Yes.
Picks up a cat.
We need to. So it's been 4 years and we need to go fishing.
And you have a new fishing rod.
Yes, that I haven't been able to use.
It's been in the box
So I
since
have
2022.
Jesus.
I have been fishing, but it was in Corpus, and I will not let that one touch salt water, dude. I have messed up so many.
I forget
rods
that
from
there's
saltwater.
there's salt water and but
fresh water.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I have one that I need to freaking clean because it's stuck because of
salty.
that. But yes, overlanding. So going in where I'm gonna ask the same question for each of these segments, right?
Send it.
You have the two scenarios. One is you have all the money in the world, you want to buy something off the lot to go overlanding, and budget build. What do you need to go overlanding? Yes.
So, off the lot. So,
What?
what?
I didn't realize that's the question. You're not asking them like questions, so they're not registering as questions.
No, it was like, huh?
Huh?
Off the lot.
So I would assume you would need like a big SUV.
If you just want to like get in the back of your SUV and go to sleep, just get an Expedition. They even sell a off-road model called Timberline.
Is that? I thought it was Highland.
The one that
The one that Brody had.
that was the one that Brody has.
Yeah,
He
they
said,
even,
he said that was the closest thing his wife would get as that to be a Raptor.
yeah, like that. They sell like the
Everest
off-road version. And
Howdy,
they-
Sandy.
Hello.
Howdy.
Is that that's the first time I'm seeing Sandy in the chat.
Sandy's been here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, my memory sucks. I'm sorry, Sandy.
Yes.
How about you? What
Um,
vehicle would you get if you were trying to just go overlanding?
Lincoln Navigator?
I wouldn't mind a Bronco.
Bronco?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I got to be honest with you. I'd want a Toyota 4Runner.
Okay.
I would do the Land Cruiser.
Land Cruiser. Those are
Mhm.
big, comfy couches. They can go off-roading.
Yeah. I would do
Do
that.
they still sell the Land Cruisers?
They just redid a new model, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
I think they brought it back. It looks really cool. It's more like boxy.
yeah, it looks off-road now.
The 2024 model.
Toyota Land Cruiser.
So, okay. Well, I'll ask this question at the end. But, okay. You want to build something. What do you need for overlanding?
A vehicle.
Well, yes.
Literally
but
any
if you
vehicle.
Don't, if you don't want
That
it to
looks
break,
like a new FJ Cruiser.
Pretty much.
That's what that looks like.
That's exactly what they were going for. You want to?
What's the best off-brand cereal?
Cinnamon Crunch.
The Dino ones from, they're like the Fruity Pebbles, but they're the Dino.
Like
And they come in the giant bag, not even a box.
the chocolate Rice Krispie knockoffs.
Well, the flavor, the fruit
fruit
ones.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, I like the chocolate.
the
Rice
chocolate
Krispie.
ones.
No, I remember one. It was a long time ago. I asked my dad.
You get the Dino ones because you gotta support the dirty dinos, right, Tony? Right. So the next thing we need is a picture of you at HEB with that big bag
Tag the podcast.
and tag the podcast.
Dino Fruity Pebble
Something like
Crunch thing.
I'm gonna look them up. I don't even know the name.
Raptorstrike cereal. I asked my dad to get me cinnamon toast crunch. He's like, yeah, I got you.
He got
and then
you
he
the-
comes over with cinnamony. No, they're called cinnamonies. And I'm like, Dad, I wanted the. He's like, your mom told me to get. She's like, they're the same thing. I'm like, Mom.
They're not fruity Dino bites.
There you go.
Oh, it's at Walmart. I thought it was at. There you go.
I know exactly what those are.
Hold on, here you go. Where is it?
Yeah, the ones that are in the big
No,
bags
that's
that
not
are
even the
just
one I chose. Walmart.
Frosted
Go back
Flakes.
Let's see.
Frosted Flakes.
Whatever. I gotta search it out. Was it Dino Bite?
Fruity Dino Bites.
Fruity Dino, Bro Trust, Auburn cereal, cinnamon toaster. Yeah. The cinnamonies.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Put it on the screen.
Those, I
The Fruity
remember
Dino Bite.
those.
Does the dinosaur go rawr?
Also, Kelly and Tara, I need a we need a photo of y'all eating these when y'all are in the middle of the rally. Just
Imagine.
Cereal.
sponsored by Dino Bite.
Just one of them's like,
Yeah, trying to keep it steady. Just gone.
that would be hilarious.
I don't know why that jumped. That was the first thing that popped in my mind when he said off-brand cereal.
Marshmallow gems.
Yes, I didn't realize. I didn't realize you were still watching. Oops.
Yes.
Also, am I saying your name right? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right.
Is it Tara or Tara?
I think it's Tara. When we first met her, it was Tara.
I can't read.
I know. But okay, so if you don't want your vehicle to break, and say I want a 2009 Ford Expedition and I don't want it to break off road, what do I do?
Are you gonna be camping inside or outside of it?
Inside.
I don't like
And you don't.
It's Tara.
Tara.
Tara. Oh, I was wrong.
Did I say that? What did I say?
I said
said Tara.
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 I've heard you say Tara.
Tara. Okay.
I said it wrong. I said Tara.
I thought so.
Buy tacos with the same. You said about the cinnamons. They're the same thing.
Thank you, man.
Like how you said it's probably pronounced, and he sent her name.
Thanks.
Um,
You can
so-
camp inside, so like a nice, comfortable mattress.
You got it.
There you go.
what I think is hilarious, real quick. What I think is
Waiting.
hilarious is that I know how my dad watches the podcast. He's probably like at HEB or something right now, and he has it, so he probably heard it and went to his phone and tried to find it. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
But yes, okay. I don't want my truck to break, or my 2009 Ford Expedition, and I'm
Lift kit.
camping in it.
Lift kit, decent sized tires,
And it's a spare.
a spare,
I'm gonna sleep on the spare.
Two if
and
you're lucky.
and a nice
Off-road jack
Oh, hold on.
and
hold
set
on.
of tools.
Yeah, that, and then a nice blanket and mattress inside the vehicle. You want to be comfy. You don't want to
You
be.
gotta be
He
comfy.
said a hotel clerk.
You got room service.
Wi-Fi. Okay, so the question I was gonna wait till the end of both is, what about what would you put into y'all's like kit of overlanding?
First aid kit.
First aid kit.
Number 1. GPS emergency beacon.
Okay.
That thing just tells somebody there's an emergency, and I think
It's expensive and it costs money monthly, but it's worth it.
I was gonna say
Nerd question.
it's good. What?
What's the frequency that's on? Do y'all know?
I don't know.
I don't
like
think
it's-
I don't think it's a frequency. It's
Yeah.
like they ping. It's like a OnStar when you press it. Ping.
Yeah,
No,
so
it would
GPS
still
talks on
go-
a certain frequency.
Oh.
Ooh,
But
I'm gonna be a nerd right now. I'm gonna show y'all
he's
something.
gonna
I've
go
been
pull up GPS frequencies.
learning. No, I'm not.
But
I'm gonna pull up something better.
oh dang.
He's gonna bring up the chart. It's
Basically, what it
equivalent.
is whenever you press the SOS button on those emergency beacons, they flash colors and stuff, but they also send out just a giant ping that will get picked up on a satellite,
Something's going on.
and then it'll get relayed over to like a base station where they're like, "Hey, this is bad. Some guy died or something. Some guy's probably gonna die," and then they send a search and rescue.
There's an emergency.
Yeah. Usually the company that'll sell you the beacon will sell you like an insurance plan to cover costs of a search and rescue team.
Okay.
Garmin does at least. That's the one I would go with. Though.
So what is that, like $100 a month or so?
I think it's like $50 a month. Hold on, let me look it up.
So to make it worth it, it's like this has to be something you do all the time.
A lot of those plans you can put pause on them. Like you could pause them and then say you want to go on a trip.
See, but I'm dumb.
About a week before.
Because I'm dumb.
I would do
I'll
the same thing.
forget it.
I'll forget to pause it, but like a week before you go on the trip.
And then there I
your
am.
plan back
There I
on.
am in an emergency. Nothing's happening. Oh, I forgot to pay. Just like our internet last
Okay,
our last
so
episode.
This is what I was gonna show real quick. This is the United States frequency
Nerd!
allocation. So this is the thing I've been learning.
Charge your laptop,
'Cause-
nerd.
It's
Fully charged.
I know. I just want to. I just want to make
fully
you.
charged.
I got you.
I was like, what's it called? So this is like it'll tell you what the public stuff is. Like the TV stations, the channels have their own frequency. The AM, FM. Then if you see like all these sections, either they're green or red, or black. Black means you're shared. Red is government only. Green is public. So that frequency is probably somewhere on here, and that's how they'll. It's basically IP address for radios.
With Raptorstrike, you learn something new every day.
Nerd.
And
All right.
today we learned that Joey is a giant nerd that likes rocks. And you learned
Yes.
that. And you learned that he likes rocks in the first episode.
Yes.
The
yes, I
cost for
do.
that Garmin thing is $15 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
I thought it was 50.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a lot better. And then yeah,
What?
He said your last episode was the best 3 episodes ever because we kept the 0.5.5.
Oh. That's so random.
Technically speaking, we're on episode 35.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
So I know, like with me,
Oh, and food.
that's what I was gonna
You need
say.
emergency food.
Food, but
MREs.
Yeah.
cooking stuff. Like they have
Yeah.
the propane thing that you put the pot on.
Mhm.
They sell them at like Walmart. I think that's cool. I like, so when I was getting back into fishing, I would watch. There's a like Goon Squad is a big like collaborative between a bunch of fishing YouTubers, and they also do like the catch and cook stuff. So they'll have like basically their whole camping kit in their car, so overlanding basically. And they have their stoves. Some of them have this big like folded out, basically kitchen that they bring out. And they just whatever they catch, whatever they go hunt, they just cook and eat right
Yeah,
there. I think that's
There was a guy that I used to work with that he had his Tacoma done up overland style,
Mm-hmm.
and he had drawers that he made himself, and you would pull it out, and he had a stove and like everything. And
It was
the
a kitchen.
it was a kitchen, and the legs would kick out from the back of the thing, and so
I've
he-
seen vehicles like that.
you know, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think that would be cool to just put everything in. You basically can live wherever you want in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
So Sal, I know Sal is starting, like he said, is starting to build his truck for overlanding. What is your plan?
Buy a tent, go camping.
So what are you gonna put into it?
So
What did you buy already?
I already have I pretty much don't have anything, but the the rack on which the tent gets mounted.
Mhm.
It's there. The tent I want to buy is a hard shell, like pop-up style one that you just undo 2 clips and it opens up.
Like an accordion, like this.
Yeah, it does this. Yeah, like you said. That I want to get that one as opposed to like something with like a bag that goes over it because water. You never know when it's gonna rain. Other than that, I really just plan to like cook on my tailgate, and you know, like that's it. Like, get food.
What do you have on the truck already? Like suspension wise?
Suspension wise, all right. So I got those upper control arms off that Rough Country kit.
They have us on the TV.
Who's that?
My parents.
Oh,
Nice. I got those Rough Country control arms that I keep blowing up ball joints on.
So what's a kit that you would have to get to not be doing that?
So
Or just Raptor swap it?
Icon sells a upper control arm. It's like $700, and it has much better angles than the Rough Country ones. But I think I might just Raptor swap it. Gives me more travel, more.
First gen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything crazy. Just first gen Raptor swap. More travel, better, better ball joint angles from the factory. The back is pretty much where I want it to be, so I might just swap out the springs and the lift blocks with just correct height springs, but there isn't really much of a hurry to do that.
So this is a sidebar, like away from what we're talking about.
Sidebar.
But there's some wheels that I want to get from Ryan,
Uh-huh.
and I'm thinking about putting like big street tires on it, just to use
All-terrains.
like when I'm
Just do an all-terrain thing.
doing nothing.
I wouldn't go like full on street tire. I'd just do an all-terrain, like a AT, like anything with an AT behind it. Like, it would look off-roady-ish. It just wouldn't be as aggressive as like the KO2s, like the BFGs. They're a little more aggressive of an all-terrain, but
Ouch.
something like a Yokohama or a Toyo all-terrain will be fine. And that'll get you a more aggressive look without sacrificing too much gas mileage and noise.
Yeah, because I was thinking having 2 different sets of wheels, one for
The stockers for fully sending in, and the
and a different set for just everyday driving.
I got a set of 20-inch front wheel this gen.
Do it.
Nice. So next section, rally.
Thank you.
Racing.
Damn, both of y'all, neither of y'all blessed me when I sneezed, when I did a McSneeze.
Mixed
I
knees.
didn't even notice. Can we play that back?
Best car to run run miles up in,
Subaru.
but also take into nature.
Subaru. That's
Subaru.
that's an inside joke. 99 Ford Ranger.
Actually, a 97 Ford Explorer.
Subaru.
Subaru. What kind of Subaru?
Outback.
Outback.
That's the lesbian car.
And then we get Ken.
Demonetized.
Thank you, Joey.
It was funny because I saw a video on it. Did y'all see the comedian, the
Yeah.
lady?
Yeah.
Where they're like, what car do you drive? And she's like, soup. And she just stops and turns. She said it, so it's cool.
And she said it, so it's cool.
Outback. Is there a specific year? Or is it like just Outbacks in general?
Subaru makes really good, like, straight out of the box off-road, like,
Cars.
cars.
Wagons. I call it a wagon.
There you go.
Lamau.
They have all-wheel drive, like probably the best all-wheel drive system out of any manufacturer.
That's what I've heard that.
They have a huge aftermarket. You can put lift kits on them, put bigger tires. And just generally, they're a really good platform to start off if you're just going to go out on like some really light trails.
They have boxer engines though, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, the head gasket issues, like, they don't do that anymore.
Oh no. Okay. That's the only reason why I stayed away from them.
Yeah. I would stay away from early 2000 Subaru.
Okay.
Like modern day Subaru, it's about as reliable as a Toyota.
Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Although doing the spark plugs on them suck.
It will. It will. Doing the maintenance on it sucks, but it's fine.
You have to take the wheels off and the inner fenders or the fender liners because the
spark
on the
plugs are
boxer
either end of
engines they're like this.
Oh, and the older ones.
No,
Or
no,
the-
no.
newer
the
ones.
box-
Oh, they still have
the
they
boxer
still
format is like
Oh,
this.
Yeah, but I
So,
didn't know
like
they
the
still
V8's
did
like this.
boxer engines.
Boxers is this way.
Oh.
Inline
they're
fours
flat
like
four
this.
cylinders.
Yeah.
They're flat 4 cylinders. Then you got 2 spark plugs per side.
So it's called. That's what they mean by flat four. Is that it's a boxer engine?
Yeah,
I
Inline
didn't know.
four is like
Yeah,
like
this.
the Mustang.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Then a V6 is and a W6 is.
You can, and
Yes.
together we can make a difference.
It's just Voltron. So speaking of Subaru, That's going into our next kind of thing, rally racing,
Yeah.
and that's also what Dirty Dinos are doing.
Kind of.
Isn't that rally racing? Isn't rally?
Well, it's
Rebel Rally?
Rally, but I don't. It's not.
That's the name of the organization.
It's not so much of like a rally race where you're jumping.
It's
and
think of it
crazy.
more of like Baja, I guess, where they're going through the desert.
Is it like a more tame Baja? Because
Pretty much.
Baja's like
full out? I mean, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna try to go full out. I haven't really looked at the details of it.
what's the? I have the that guitar solo.
Freebird?
Freebird. Yeah, I got Baja's Freebird plane. the you know from the videos that I've seen of like the Rebel Rally one, it's a little more tame. You're not trying to be first or like be the first one to cross the finish line.
Swim with dolphins and stuff.
What did we say?
We're in the desert, dog.
What? Swim with-
What
Where's
did we?
he on the video?
I'm not sure. Wait.
Where is he on the video?
Swim with the dolphins.
Where is he?
Like Baja, Mexico? I don't know, but that's desert.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not a speed rally.
There you go. So it's more like
I did my homework.
So okay, I'm lost. I got
So-
completely lost.
Hold on. So
ignore DT Mav.
where are you right now? Yeah.
Ignore DT Mav.
Where are you right now?
Y'all said it was not a speed rally.
Yeah.
Then what is it?
It's
You're trying to get from point A to point B.
quoting a movie.
Somebody fire him. Somebody fire.
Okay, so you're trying to get to point A to point B.
Tara, I'm gonna have you call him and like explain it. 'cause
No, in
he's having
general.
like.
You collect points by navigating checkpoints, but yes, it's through the desert.
So no, it's not. You know, Freebird sounds. It's your.
Free
Don't worry
bird if
about
you want
it.
to.
I mean, you can, but
Oh, checkpoints.
you want to make it the full 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a point thing. Cool.
Didn't I explain that, or were you ignoring me the entire time before we started this podcast?
He was ignoring you.
Damn.
He was building.
He got stuck on kilometers. That's why.
what the
Yeah.
f is the kilometers?
It's called soccer. Okay, cool. So I guess with the rally thing, like you see, was it WRC? Is that speed?
That's speed.
That's speed. So it's basically.
Time cutoffs every day. It's a stage rally. Yeah.
So like if you don't make it to the checkpoint, you don't get points, and then you have to just go to the next checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting from that. That makes sense. It's right here. It's right here.
It clicked for him. The light bulb turned on. It's a little dim, but it turned on.
It's
It's a little dim. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yes. So is like
You know what I thought of right now when you're like, what does that mean? I thought of the scene from the Lego movie, the first one,
yeah.
that's Morgan Freeman's character that he's like, you're gonna have to write all that down because I'm not gonna remember any of it. Anyways, let's go. Here we go.
That's me.
So you have to plan your route every day for optimal points. Oh, I think he's
Yeah.
asking. He's asking within the chat, Tara.
Yeah.
I'll plan your route.
Don't.
Dang. So with like with the rally racing that I put down here, I'm referring
WRC.
to
That's,
WRC.
that's the one of like sedans going. Like,
Yeah. I refer to it as road drifting because have you seen those dudes that they just
off-road
go
drifting?
sideways on the gravel?
Yeah, that you're trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible.
Yeah.
That one I call the limiters. Because that's all they're.
Check you plot them, figure out the best way to get to them at any point you can. There you go.
So what is no?
The experts.
So like with the World Rally Racing, right? I started looking into that.
I'm
'cause I was like,
fired. I can't ask you guys any more questions.
nope, you are now constrained to 2 questions.
No, he's rehired. That's fine.
Rehired.
I gave him. That was a warning shot. That was a warning shot. You know what's funny though? Joey's like, we sponsored this. I have no idea what it is. I just said, hell yeah.
Noah was like, sponsorship.
Smack. Yeah. I said, give me money.
Give me money here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
He's
did
thinking-
see that because I'm trying to get back on track.
He's
My brain
thinking-
isn't working right now. I think it's because I'm hungry.
You said
Like,
brain.
So tangent. I have actually been pretty serious about losing weight the past 2 weeks, and I've been doing pretty well. But my body is taking a toll because I'm not eating as much as I used to. So I'm starting to feel it like right here in my head that I'm hungry.
That's called sinuses, dog.
That's got no. This is.
He's like, I got allergies, but I'm losing weight.
Yeah. No, but I'm.
He's losing it from his brain.
I'm losing brain weight. So, say it.
No,
Say it.
I didn't.
You
I was laughing at my own joke. Okay. Keep going.
World Rally Racing. So, I do see like, because rally is something that I want to get into eventually.
Mhm.
And I lost my train of thought. But I did see like you have to map out your course beforehand. Like you have a day prior, and you and your partner go, and that's when you do the rally notes. Like the trees here, the turns here, what you're gonna do, and basically it's all shorthand, and each team has their like own language of shorthand from the video that I saw explaining it. And that's why you see them talking and they're reading through their notes because they know what's coming up and know what they got to do and what speed they got to do it at. So that's like super technical.
So you mean we should have done that from the first Raptors on the Ranch that we did, and we didn't, and then I took that hairpin turn, and you can see it on our YouTube page, like the entire thing. I come to like almost a stop because me and Joey are like, did I just turn back onto the? I go, well, we're gonna find out if we got a Raptor facing us. Then I know exactly what I did, and I messed up big time.
Because I was like, didn't we just turn around?
Did we just do a full turnaround?
That's how it felt, man. That first track was pretty wild. But yeah, so rally racing. Do you have input about rally racing?
I have not gotten that deep into rally racing.
I'm trying to get deep into rally racing.
I want to go to freaking rally ready. What is it? Rally ready?
Rally ready driving school.
Did I tell you I looked into that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta save up my quarters.
How much is it?
For a 1 day, it's $2,000. Up to 4 days, it's a little under 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. But if you go into like the itinerary or like what they do go in depth. Like if you do the 1 day, they're telling you like you're gonna be ready for rally racing in 1 day. Like you're gonna know the basics. You're gonna know how to turn, how the car moves. So it's really jam packed for the 1 day. But if you go into the 4 day experience, now they like go into the details and they start showing you how to drive in certain areas and certain turns, basically showing your race line, right? Which is pretty cool. I totally do it, but it's just dinero.
Yeah, it's expensive.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking on to the terms of dinero, you know, anybody that's watching or anyone that's hearing about this, if you go to, going over, my computer fell asleep. Oops. If you go to the Dirty Dinos Rebel 121 Instagram, they do have a link, and it's a Raptors and Rifles Network link. And if you go over to my page, my screen, you yourself can either become a sponsor or, $5, $10, $20,
Donate.
anything. You can donate over to the Dirty Dinos team. Leave a little note, and we continue on down. Here's our sponsorship spot. You can leave your name. Either you can leave your name and or be anonymous, similar to this person here. Whatever helps. But you get a little background onto the team members and their background. And at that rate, you too can sponsor them with really anything. So $1, $2, $5, it all adds up, and they will very much appreciate it. But I did want to kind of mix that in there because it is expensive to do these things. Raptorstrike in itself is expensive to try to keep up and stick with the times. But I'm sure their team would be extremely grateful for your donation for them.
See, go donate. It's your life savings.
Your life savings.
And together we can make a difference.
Together. All donations are tax deductible. Correct. So tell the IRS. I don't say you sponsored a racing team. Say you donated. Yeah. Because then they'll be like, no, you don't get your stuff back.
Okay, so same question. You had a lot of money and you want to buy something rally, speed rally, or WRC. Hold on, I can't speak that fast. You want to get something off the lot versus what do you need to build something, right? Or in good platform. So straight off the top, Subaru. What Subaru?
Just STI, the Impreza WRX STI.
The WRX STI. So that you can just send.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. It's like the Raptor, right? Like it's not. It can do full on Baja. It's not a trophy truck. It's not a full on like Baja truck. But it can do 90% of what you're gonna do.
I would say when it comes to like the rally stuff, you're never gonna get anything out of the box. Like similar to what we do with the Raptors, you can do it out of the box because it's pretty much tame. Like I know we're jumping and stuff. Step one, have a lot of money.
Yes.
He said, well, I'm out. We're all out, man. We're all out. But when it comes to like what you see in videos where they're doing similar to what you see in the videos where they're doing these humongous jumps and they're doing these turns and they're hitting the limiter and all that, you need to do like custom build for yourself. You're never going to get that perfect out of the box. I just bought it. What I'm trying to say is, unlike the Raptors, where we go to these events, bone stock or paper plates, mind you, they just bought it, and now there's
a lot of people with paper plates that go to these events,
and you can just do it, right? You're not gonna do that with an STI or a Lancer or an RS or a Focus RS. You're not really.
You're gonna get part of the way there. It's that experience, but if you want to do full send rally, you're going to end up needing to do, coilovers, the proper rally coilovers, which lift your vehicle quite high. You're gonna need to
take
do
the
rally
shock of landing.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do like the proper rally tires, 5-point roll cage, like a 5-point harnesses, a roll cage, stuff like that. It's not gonna be out of the box fully send it. Rally is a lot more tougher than just sending a Raptor on a motocross track.
Yeah, makes sense. And I saw like one thing that I've noticed watching videos about rally, and I don't know if y'all know the answer to this, but I see that a lot of Audis and Porsches get used a lot.
Yeah,
but they seem expensive.
I would say like rally is more of like a European sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, the Americans we try our hand in it, but it's mostly a European sport, which is why you see it go from off-road to on-road, back to off-road, and the single course. But that's dealing with the European like villages where you're actually racing through somebody's front yard, you know.
Pretty much.
Basically. So that is just what they have.
So would rally be the European version of like NASCAR? Unpopular
No, that's
opinion.
Formula One.
Yeah, F1 is more their NASCAR, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Even though it comes to the
So what's their
but-
what's their rally to?
Here?
Yeah, like what's the comparison?
off-road racing?
The Baja.
No. Stadium trucks.
Ah, okay.
the
Yeah,
trophy trucks?
Basically, yeah, but on the street.
but on a course.
On a course, yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they do it at Coda, didn't they?
I think they did it in Dakota at one point. I don't remember.
They put jumps and ramps on
On a road course.
on paved courses,
Oh, wow.
and you just see trucks go boop.
That's pretty cool.
Like Cletus did some racing with stadium truck stuff.
I did not know.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, okay, you touched on it a bit, but if you want to build it and not let it break, good platform, what do you got to do?
Focus RS.
Focus RS. I've heard like the wedge shape is really good for rally racing, right? The hatchback.
No, it really depends on what you want.
Mhm.
You want to do like a hatchback, sedan, coupe. I've seen rally Mustangs.
Oh, those
That
are
would be cool.
funny
want
to watch.
I want to build one.
Is it like a Fox body? I was that looks
S197.
S197, S550.
really
S550 has been done.
banana. Acquire money from a bank.
Hey, nobody needs to know how we got that money.
Guys,
It's the Wild West.
did y'all know that if you just ask the bank for money, you can buy all the stuff you like?
Yes. If you say put it all in the bag, get whatever you want.
Yeah, the
Okay.
like I want to do a rally Mustang, but that's expensive to get custom coilovers made for that. A custom, like a differential drop for the back, stuff
I would
like
think
that.
that the Mustang is too long. No,
It's not that long.
yeah, that's okay. It's above average. So
It's about average.
It's not average.
so Focus RS. What would you need so it doesn't break?
Coilovers.
What are
control arms.
coilovers?
Did you just ask the same question twice?
Yeah, to get us back on track.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got off track.
Yeah.
Coilovers, control arms. So you're asking what are coilovers, right?
Yes.
Well, your suspension on like a modern, hatchback is a coilover shock. So it's the same thing. It's a coilover. These coilovers are designed to take heavy loads. They're designed to take, you're jumping off the edge of the end, off the edge of the earth and stuff like that.
Bonk.
Yeah. So they're designed to do that.
TWSS?
TWSS.
What does that stand for, Scott? How's it going?
I'm gonna Google that.
Wuss.
I may regret it. That's what she said. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Felt.
So those coilovers are designed for that. They're designed to have a lot more travel than your standard, like what comes on the Focus RS. I've seen videos of people taking a stock Focus RS and herding sheep with them.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
What?
Because it's made to just go off road,
Yeah, you can do that. It's all-wheel drive.
and it also has a drift mode.
It does. 70% of the power to the back. Can't do 100%, but it can do 70.
That's pretty cool.
Better than nothing.
So, other than that, of course, you need the type of tires. Do you need
Tires.
anything that's like? Do you need a skid plate, stuff like that?
It's recommended because you're flying in the air and hitting the ground.
And then you're saying stuff like interior stuff so you don't die.
Yeah,
roll cage, 5-point harness,
Harnesses,
the burn suit,
communications.
comms, or what do you? It's not called a burn suit,
It's called a fire suit.
fire suit. Yeah, there it is. I've seen those. It's crazy how secure it really is for rally racing, because you'll see a guy like topple over, but everyone's
You see
fine.
people fly off Pikes Peak and
Mhm.
survive.
My favorite videos are watching those where they overshoot the turn and they go off, and like they're so I don't want to say
Calm.
they're used to it, but they're just like they're the driver's still holding in the wheel, and you can see through all the windows, like all the chaos, and they're just like,
Yeah, that's what
Just
I
waiting
was.
for the fall to finish.
yeah,
That's what I was bringing up, is that those roll cages, the harnesses, the seats, everything is so well made that they know they're just gonna flip. And
now
then
this is how I know that some of those guys that are competing in that know that they did not skimp on the safety stuff. If they go off the edge and they're panicking, I know damn well that they did not do something right.
because it's a dice roll at that point.
Yeah, it's like, man, either it's gonna hold up or it's not. Then you have the other guys that are just like, all right, when this finishes, I can get out.
Because I think their main like concern is the engine blowing up, because then that's fire. But crushing that, it's not gonna
The
crush.
roll cage is meant to protect you.
Roll cage is meant to take out trees if you hit it.
So, like a thing for like roll cages, like Cletus made a video a while back where he ran over one of his Crown Vics that has the roll cage in it, the race Crown Vics.
Mhm.
He ran over that with like a whole like actual monster truck, and literally around the outline of like everything squashed, you could see the roll cage still there.
Yeah, that it's made there to protect you. Again, safety first.
Yeah,
Fun second.
exactly. Like you don't want to skimp on safety. You don't want to buy the cheap fire suit from Alibaba or Temu. You want to buy the proper one from Summit Racing.
Like Summit,
Yeah.
the like $600. How much are those?
I don't remember.
They could get up in the grands.
Yeah,
Like everything can.
The quality stuff. You're gonna
fiber.
the Fob and Kaiba. Nice, yeah, because you see the roll cages in a lot of forms of racing, right? Because even drag
In almost all of
racing,
them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
one of
much-
those safety things that they're like, you need to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you flip over, the only thing, between you and the roll cage and the roof, or between you and the ground, is a roof. If you don't have a roll cage, you're,
Yeah,
So,
'cause-
most cars nowadays are meant to take some sort of like upside
roll
down.
over.
Yeah, they're meant to take rollovers. But when you're talking motorsports, yes, that'll help you. But the thing is like you got
You
20
just
for the
layer
price
'em.
of an Alibaba. There you go,
Layer 'em.
layer them.
Layer- You're like, I need a turn.
you look like the kid from A Christmas Carol.
All the layers.
Yeah, the bubble. Keep posing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most factory stuff.
yeah. I remember where I was.
Oh,
I'm just
so I
trying to
remember
figure out how to get back into it.
Never mind.
Well, I
don't
mean,
wanna be
the
helpful
other
anymore.
thing
I don't
is,
know what
you
I'm
know,
doing.
I didn't see on the Rebel Rally stuff. Tara, if you're still here, what are some safety stuff that y'all have to do? Is there any kind of like orientation training that y'all have to do beforehand? I mean, of course, a lot of this can be determined later because it's in October, so they're
Mhm.
probably still trying to figure it out. But like offhand, do you know of any safety stuff that is required to compete? Because I know y'all just acquired a new Raptor, so I think they're within the factory class. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really spoken to Tara or Kelly about it. But
Joey's just fully. Yes, we're taking navigation training in April.
oh. Was that it? That's the only training.
Does
you
anything
require?
have to be done to the truck itself? I'd assume just like upgrades.
She's gonna be like, damn, they're gonna have me. These guys keep asking questions.
I would assume it'd be like a. What do you call it? Yes, there's a ton of safety requirements for what you have on the rig. I'm taking it like a fire extinguisher, fire suits, roll cage, 5-point harnesses, usual.
Shebang.
Oh, you mean like the harness that I should have, so I'm not jamming my knee into the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I thought
well, I
about
think your main issue is seats.
Oh,
I thought about that.
The factory Raptor seats aren't very supportive.
So next event, I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard and I'm gonna duct tape it to your leg so it doesn't hit hard each time.
well, what?
Not doing anything to the truck suspension wise. Yeah, factory class. There's an all-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive class, so you're gonna probably take the 4-wheel drive.
That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun. Truck.
What else are we looking at, Joey?
Oh,
All I'm saying is Tara's putting in that work,
Yeah.
responding to all these
alrighty.
question.
So the next form of off-roading that we're going to get into is rock crawling.
Rat crawling.
Rock crawling.
Rock crawler.
So one thing I do want to
Rock
talk about eventually, but I want to talk about y'all's experience with rock crawling. I recently discovered what Moab was, and that looks insane.
This rally is about using vehicles off the street. Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
In the desert.
in the desert.
Yeah.
Nice. But Noah and Sal, y'all are the ones who've done rock crawling because y'all didn't invite me. But
We did.
Get out of here.
That's not true.
Turn off his mic. Sir, turn off
I'll
his
do it myself.
mic.
Rat crawling.
It was like very mild.
Crack crawling.
Very mild.
That was very mild.
yeah.
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 Even though I damaged 2 wheels.
You messed up the rooms.
Yeah. Thanks, Joey.
Messed
Joey
up the
throwing me under the bus.
This
That was so funny.
No, it
I
wasn't.
accidentally did that one time. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
No,
Anyways.
it's for me. It's nerve wracking.
So no roll cages, harnesses, etc. Yes, med kit, fire extinguisher, sat phone, food, water, etc. Okay, cool. I guess that's
Joey, do your thing. Water.
Water? That one?
No.
Water?
Look. Read water.
Yeah, I did.
water.
Was it-
Tyler,
Water?
here's your thing.
What thing?
You always point out when somebody
I
misspelled.
saw it and I was going to, but I didn't want to be me.
No.
Water.
It does not save you, Tara. You're included with everybody else.
Yeah, I was like, that was the first thing.
That's
my
why I
eyes
said
thought.
do
was
your thing.
like, water.
Not typical speed rally.
Happy
Okay,
belated
I like
birthday.
Water.
Water. Yeah, rock crawling seems like the ones y'all were doing. Of course, there was that big incline that was pretty sketch.
Type
Felt.
What's it called? It seemed very chill. It didn't seem as like
You're not doing anything
Active.
competitive.
What are you talking about?
rock crawling, like the stuff that y'all did. It seemed
Oh,
very chill.
yeah, you're not. No, you're taking your time to get up there, and because the main thing is like when you go to do rock crawling, something's gonna break or something's gonna get scratched. You go into that knowing
You're gonna get stuck somewhere.
Now the main thing is you don't want it to happen, so you're taking it very carefully. You're taking it slow.
You're planning out your lines. You're
Yeah.
gonna. So, like the thing about mild rock crawling is you're doing things according to what both you and your vehicle are capable of. You don't want to exceed those at any given point because then you'll fail. Either you will fail or you're
Sorry,
sorry, my voice cracked.
Sound like a grandma right there.
Either you will fail.
he hit,
Or,
he hit,
That smoked for like
he
10
hit
years.
puberty like midstream.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Either you will fail, you'll do something wrong, or your car will break.
Yeah.
So what happens a lot is you'll slip off a rock and then you just end up high centered on a between
you
two
bottom
rocks.
On another rock.
Yeah.
But
Doing like
Yeah, it's like this. And that's not good. You don't want to do that.
I
you
did
just-
that, but I slammed a skid plate
Yeah.
because I didn't realize that the rock ended right at that spot, and you just hear whack. Like it's not fun.
Or you did that also when you were climbing up that incline and you just went
Oh yeah,
I did that on my truck. I already
in the
told that.
Hooters parking
I was
lot.
gonna say
In the,
that's-
in the Hooters parking lot. That was a lot lower than I thought it was. I went.
that was
bam!
a lot bigger
Yeah.
drop than I thought it was
'Cause
gonna be
we were-
because you just went I saw you go boom boom and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, because I was right behind Noah, and I was like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. It's just going to be like a little curb. And as soon as I saw Noah's front end go down, I was like,
Yeah, when I saw Noah's front end go down, I was like, oh god.
you are going to make it.
I'm like, I can't take it at the speed he did. And then Joey, you went, and then you went, bam, center of the frame, and then bam, trailer hitch.
Because I think I was wearing your trailer hitch.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, and it went.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I panicked in that moment, and I was like, turn physics. So I cranked everything to the right, It didn't help me. I feel like, should I have just like launched off of it?
No.
Like, skip? I feel like if I would have just gone and like jumped it, like
No, you don't do that.
No, you would
movie
have
style.
went smash, gone, call AAA, tell your dad you
Game
broke the
over.
truck.
Oil pan gone.
Like,
What you should have done is you shouldn't have taken it at that speed. You should have just gone as slow as possible.
Or
I feel like it went
hear me
slow.
out. You shouldn't
No,
have done it.
You launched it off the thing.
Did
You
I
went
really?
Noah's speed off the edge. I'm over there like bonk.
Granted, I'm still trying to figure out how to go slow. So that's what happened.
luckily,
You're
I
still
did-
trying to figure out how to go slow?
So is that what happened to the rear bumper on the passenger side?
No, it didn't. That is not what I keep trying to pin that,
is,
on me.
That is pre-existing damage, sir.
I will say that was pre-existing.
Yeah, because
That-
the night before is when we put the logo back on.
Yeah.
And you saw it there.
Yeah, that was like that.
Yes. He's been trying to pin that on me.
That is, hold on. So the way that damage is on your truck, it's inward, meaning someone backed into you.
or you
what-
backed into somebody.
If it was his fault, it would have been upward. Like it would have been over here somewhere.
Yeah. No, I did see, because I checked the bottom and everything was fine. The front, like the like mud flap looking thing.
No, my brother,
like a chin.
my brother went also, and he's like, "Hold on, let me make sure I have oil." And do I have oil pressure?
I was gonna say that. Didn't your brother hit too? Me
Yeah.
and him hit.
All of us hit something.
I didn't.
Y'all didn't hit.
No?
No, you
Y'all-
didn't.
You
hit.
didn't hit.
Oh, it just sounded nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just sent it off the edge.
And your truck is tall, and it keeps getting taller for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just keeps getting
That's
taller.
a likely story. They are defending so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just like babied it off the end and just kind of like rolled it down, but it was fine. You should have done the same thing I did, but you just sent it off the edge with.
Yeah, I was just like, we're gonna in a Hooters parking lot. Gotta. I don't know. Send it.
In the Hooters parking lot.
That drop. Like,
See, the
Wasn't
worst part
that-
was we didn't even go to Hooters. We were going to Wingstop.
no, we were going from Wingstop.
No,
Could-
we were going to Wingstop,
No,
but
it's
we
from
couldn't.
Wingstop.
Hold on,
Okay.
we were going to Wingstop, but we couldn't because they had those people arguing and the cops blocking the road. So we had to go through Hooters and then do the turnaround to get to Wingstop.
I thought we got 151 because that's when we went to Techport.
No.
No. Oh.
That
That was
before.
after.
Remember, it was dark,
Yes, I do remember, and it went.
and you went.
Because there was light out
Yeah.
when we smacked the crap out of the truck. Okay,
Um.
back to what we're talking about.
Yes, rock crawling. So what is the step?
From Wingstop.
What is the step above what y'all did as far as rock crawling goes?
Probably Moab.
Moab. What is
Like-
Moab?
Actual in the desert crawling.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, so for people who don't know, explain rock crawling. Explain Moab rock crawling.
So, rock crawling is when you're using your vehicle to crawl over rocks. But
Yeah, because Joey wouldn't shut his mouth.
I'm sorry, I kicked the truck in. No.
but generally, you're just trying to get over a terrain that's kind of tough to get over, and you're gonna take it slow. It's not fast at all. You're gonna take it slow, and you gotta, work your way up, and in the end, you get to wherever you're gonna get to.
That's a lot of Jeeps do that, right?
Jeeps do that. They're very much built for that because they have, solid
Long travel.
axles front and back. They have a lot of articulation. They're very flexy, which makes it easier for them to just kind of like, okay, I can drop a tire here and I can just continue on.
Nice. And now, what is Moab?
Moab is
A place.
Utah.
Just like Baja.
Yeah, it's in Utah. It's like when you say Baja, you're referring to the place.
Baja, Mexico.
Yeah. It's not a type of racing.
Baja.
It's a place.
I'm referring to Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. Moab is known for difficult.
Bong.
Thank you.
Live Moss. So Moab is just like
Moab is known for difficult trails, and a lot of people go there just to, get stuck essentially. Then they call Matt's Off-Road Recovery to get them.
To get on YouTube.
Yeah.
yeah, because I saw one. I believe it was a Raptor, and it was just or a TRX. I thought it was a Raptor. It was just completely mangled. Like they flipped that thing. It was
probably both. There's probably videos of both.
It's so the one I'm thinking about is called Hell's Revenge, and it's basically vertical. You're trying to get up.
Yeah. I mean, some guys do it, some guys don't. But again, it goes back to what Sal was saying. Don't overdo or overshoot your capabilities and your vehicle's capabilities, because you will come straight down that wall.
Exactly.
And really, that goes for any type of motorsport or any sport at all, or anything you do. Don't do what
Don't
your
ever
capabilities
overestimate
are.
yourself.
Yeah. Like at that point, listen to our jet tag. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Yeah, humble. Because if you're not, you get hurt. You break stuff. And it costs a lot of money for these vehicles.
Now, most vehicles, like off-the-shelf Toyota Tundras, Ford F-150s, Ford Raptors, will greatly be... their capabilities are a lot higher than probably will ever be at. What is that? I'm confused. My definition from old school was a race is for speed against drivers, rally as a driver against the clock points. Am I wrong here?
No, you're
Two
right.
different types of rally.
Well, it's just that they've added upon the word.
Yeah.
Now there's multiple different definitions for the same concept. So there are still rallies, there are still, the races, but now they're just building on top of that.
Yeah, you start building up more concepts into what is this, because otherwise, whenever you make a type of race and you don't change what it is, it gets stagnant. People don't watch it anymore. Yeah, that's what happens to F1. That's what's happening to F1. Their viewership is low because they haven't changed the style of the racing since
1965.
Like the beginning of time.
The beninging.
And on top of that, they're really they're pricing themselves out of the general public's viewership, like money.
Was it like $1,000 a seat or something?
Yeah,
like
and that's for like the cheap seats.
That's for the nosebleeds.
I feel like F1 is turning to I'm gonna say I'm American because soccer, right? Football, soccer, whatever. Is the next soccer, because it's becoming like, you want to go to like an MLS game or like I forgot what the big teams are, like Barcelona, Manchester United. Those seats are insane in price. Like you're thousands of dollars for.
Well, the other thing are like the venues. I mean, just even like concerts or the rodeo, or you're pricing out. The Big Mac is no longer affordable for normal families. That goes with anything. The tickets, the events, the trips, it's all getting priced out. Well, of course we're heading to a different topic of what we're talking about, but that's one of the things is it's getting so expensive to do anything that people will just go to work to be able to do this once. And the bad thing is, people have figured out, people will work and die to be able to do this, so I can charge this because people will pay for it anyway. It was one thing that was weird too. I'm going way off topic.
No, go for it.
But I walk around at the mall now. I haven't been to the mall since like 2018, right? I've gone to the mall a few times recently, and just to walk around, window shopping, and if I see something I like, I'll get it. But I'm starting to see more and more like the buy now, pay later. Like nobody can afford anything anymore.
Affirm.
Yeah, well, the firm, but for like the mall.
Yeah.
And it's like, I use a firm every once in a while to buy something big for the truck or, a car part or something. But it's like, when you've gotten to the point where if you want to go to the mall and buy like a jacket and you need to buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
Things are way out of hand.
Yeah, that tells you how bad it's gotten.
Because it seems like everybody's capitalizing like how high interest loans were back in like the 90s. Of course, they're still a thing today, but it seems like they're capitalizing on the online form of it, or the buy now on a store credit or whatever they do.
Yeah.
It's just you're capitalizing on people who want things but can't afford them right now, like you said.
And guess what? Guess when the last time that happened? Back in the 1920s, before the Great Depression. What? Because everyone was buying things on credit because they couldn't afford it. Anyways, we're way far off from what we were talking about, but I just wanted to bring that up. Layaway happens when
Yeah, layaway. I remember when I was young, layaway was a thing. Like at
Walmart.
Walmart had a big layaway section. Like you would go to the back and they would hold it, and then you would just make payments on it.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
No, but this isn't even layaway anymore. Layaway was you couldn't get it until you paid for it. This one is you have it and now you got to pay for it. Like this is a different monster.
Yeah.
Again, sorry about that for the viewers. I went
Standard.
way off to the side. Either way, that's one thing that's been bothering me. It's like, damn, like you don't even hide it anymore. It's in plain sight right there. Nobody can afford anything.
Funny how you go to Guitar Center and they're like, "Oh, you want to buy this on a firm?" And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the main thing is
guitar.
they can't. The businesses themselves can't survive anymore because nobody
Yeah.
can afford it. So they're like, go to this place and get a loan so we can get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all can pay them.
Yeah, and then it's their problem because I got my money. Anyways, I'm sorry. We got way sidetracked.
See,
World problems.
back to the rock crawling. So yeah, those different locations. Moab is the big like rock crawling mecca, basically, where a lot of people go and they try to push past their limits, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So same thing, off the lot versus what do you need?
I don't think there's an off the lot one.
Jeeps.
Well,
Jeep Wrangler 2-door.
the expensive ones. I mean, they're all.
the Rubicon.
No, you're right.
The Rubicon.
Yeah,
The Gladiator.
Gladiator's kind of crap.
The Gladiator kind of sucks.
Yeah,
It's
It
nice
looks-
to look at, but that's about it.
yeah. Like it's a cool truck
There's
thing,
a Hellcat out
but
there.
it's not even that good of a truck. But it's also not really that good at being a Jeep. So
The other thing,
The ugly
you know,
sister.
I was really impressed with the Raptor doing the mild rock climbing.
yeah, so
Because I'm completely factory on suspension.
yeah, and the Raptor's an extremely capable rock crawler for what it is. It's not meant to do it, but it does it
can,
really well.
but it can.
The thing about the Raptor is it's so wide that you don't fit on a lot of trails.
No, because they're made for Jeeps.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
at least Jeeps were the ones that made the trail.
Yeah. Jeeps are the ones that are out there making the trails because they're narrower. They're kind of like a 4Runner. They're narrow body. You can go through a lot of like narrow trails, but the thing is, they'll get stuck in a lot of places.
Because the Raptor took up the entire width of the trail.
Mhm.
Like, it was just doing this.
It was straddling the trail the entire time.
Yeah, quite literally. So then when it was my turn, it was just like, boop.
Yeah.
And they're like, asshole. You asshole. Made it look easy. I'm like,
Yeah, like
you.
the main guy's like 4Runner kept on getting stuck because it kept on falling off a rock, and then you came up and you just bloop.
So off topic because I'm getting the notifications right now. Did y'all notice that Raptorstrike posted a reel?
A real what,
Yup.
dude?
did you post it in the middle of the...
Nope. I
You
have.
scheduled it?
I figured out scheduling.
Nice.
I can schedule things now.
Good job, Joey.
So yeah, I was like yeah. But yeah. So from factory, expensive, cheap, 2-door. If you want to do mile, of course, I would assume you can't stock Moab or the harder trails.
Yeah, you're not gonna do the hard trails at Moab on stock cheap.
Stuff. So what goes into making it ready for that? Like if you're gonna build a car.
So if you're gonna build something like that, a good platform to start off with would be a Jeep. And then depending on what Jeep you get, you're gonna wanna put a big bigger axles under it. You wanna put 37, 40-inch tires on it. A good set of shocks. ORI makes a good set of
You're back to shocks, springs.
yeah. You're back to suspension.
Yeah.
So off-roading is suspension. That's the underlying theme or the
Basically,
common
like
theme.
rock crawling, you're not needing to make that much power. Like a stock 4-liter inline 6 Jeep can do that. It's more about
But it's
having the
gearing as well, right?
yeah, it's
Like a
gearing,
transmission.
It's gearing for your transfer case, your transmission, your rear end and front end. And it's more about having the articulation, which is the way the wheels move like this,
Yeah.
and the suspension flex to be able to get up to where you need to get.
And that's why the fenders are so high, right?
Mhm.
Because you don't want it to clip the fender.
Yeah, you don't want your tire to be just eating into your fender the entire time.
Nice. So suspension, because in this situation you won't really need power. I mean,
Well,
power.
you need enough power to be able to move everything and to torque it into where you need to go.
So you need more torque over anything.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you can also do that with the transmission and all the math. There's a lot of math that goes into it.
Yeah. Like with anything.
Like, of course, you're not going to use the engine from your car to try to get you up anywhere, because then the engine can't even move the tires, you know, or at least it can, but it's going to struggle. And then imagine trying to do that almost vertical.
Yeah, like all the weight is on the
Yeah,
rear.
Yeah, you're not going to be hitting the limiter.
There were sections in which I'm putting 50-60% throttle into going up a single rock.
Yeah. My blow-off valve went off.
Yeah, like
on one of the...
You got into enough boost where your blow-off valve actually went off.
Nice. So suspension stuff, decent motor and transmission to do rock crawling. The last thing I'm gonna bring up is gonna be relatively fast, but just kind of to touch on the last kind of type of off-roading that I could think of is Baja. And I know we've talked about it throughout the episode. But what is it?
So the general like Baja 1000 race, you're trying to get from basically, I don't remember if it's north to south or south to north. You're trying to race along the Baja Peninsula in Mexico, and you're trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. It's a rally race basically, but you're dealing with the trucks that are built to handle that terrain, like specifically. Usually these trucks will have a ton of travel for, you know, front end, rear end. You know, you're talking like 30 inches of suspension travel from the rear end and 28 on the front. That is one of those things that those trucks are very specialized to that.
Because those are the trophy trucks, right?
Pretty much.
That's basically a giant roll cage with an engine strapped to it and a fiberglass that looks like a truck.
Yeah.
Because I saw there was this one reel that I saw that was like, this is what the world's most expensive suspension looks like. And you just see the truck going straight, but the wheels are going up and down.
Yeah. And again, like you said, you just want to float on the sand.
You want to float over everything. And...
Which is why, like on the straightaways, when we're at like the Raptor rifle stuff, when you're going fast and you kind of just feel the truck doing this, because it's not actually, it's touching, but it's just, you know, a lot of that's like sidewall flex and some other
like
stuff.
If you're going fast enough, what you're doing is you're just kind of like clipping everything on top of the dirt. You're not actually running hard on the dirt. You're clipping everything on top.
Yeah, you're not gripping to the dirt. You're just...
That's why you start hearing like the RPMs jump whenever they're racing really fast. You go, wow, wow. Because they're just coming off the ground all the time.
Mate,
so
do that sound again?
So that's what you're doing for the Baja 1000.
Pretty much.
Just going.
Now, there are sections where you're going to get into like deep sand and like the real silty stuff where you're just kind of bogging down and you got to get through all that somehow. So you just send it.
Interesting. So, question.
Answer.
Off the lot versus built. Now, the only thing I can think of off the lot is Chevy's attempt years ago for a Baja truck.
That wasn't even Chevy.
It wasn't? I thought it was.
It wasn't Chevy.
The Reaper?
The Reaper is not Chevy. That's Hennessy, I think.
It's Hennessy.
I thought it was Hennessy. I don't remember.
I know the Exorcist.
I think
Hennessy.
it was Chevy.
The Exorcist is a Camaro.
Yeah, but that's all. Was the...
Well, I mean, they've technically had, is it the Baja 500 that the stock Raptors have won?
So the Baja, actually the stock Raptors actually did Baja 1000 under
it was Chevy.
I don't think it was Chevy.
Yeah, the Reaper was a Chevy thing.
The Reaper actually, it's all aftermarket parts. Like they're not Chevrolet parts.
Well, okay, well, it was sold by Chevy. That's all I know.
Yeah, you could buy it off a Chevy dealership, but somebody else built it. Another company built it.
Oh.
Versus the Ford Raptor is built by Ford.
So it's like the Shelby GT350R where it wasn't the Shelby.
The Shelby, the 1000 ones. The ones the
Super Snake.
Yeah, there you go. Super Snakes are built by Chevy. The GT500 and the
Shelby.
Yeah.
Chevy.
Yeah, he's a Chevy.
My bad. The Super Snakes are built by Shelby. But the GT500 and the GT350 are built by Ford.
Yes. The Ford Shelby.
The Ford using the Shelby branding. But like the Reaper it came off the lot as a stock Chevy pickup.
And then it became
And then it went off.
a Chevy with an underbite.
Yeah. And then
really did.
somebody sent it off to some place and it became a Chevy with an underbite.
So when you're talking about, going back to Baja straight from factory versus built,
Raptor.
The Raptor itself, a stock Raptor with just one seat in a roll cage, actually won the Baja 500 or the
I
1000.
don't remember, man.
One of the Baja races, it won at stock.
In its
Which truck, I'm
class,
sorry?
I should say.
The Raptor itself, like it was a red Raptor with one seat and a roll cage, but it was quite literally what you can buy.
Yeah, like all the suspension and power was all stock.
Yeah.
Now, it won in its class.
Yes.
It didn't win overall, but yeah, it won its class.
A win is a win, my friend. A win is a win. So quite literally, it was a Raptor with a paper license plate.
Literally, no VIN number. Because it was a prototype.
But it was, and that's really what Ford hung their hat on when they released the Raptors. Like, this truck that you can buy won a race.
Yeah, they took the win on Sunday, sell on Monday concept literally.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what do you have to do to build a trophy truck, basically?
We're all back to the beginning again.
Beginning.
Suspension,
Power,
Power,
shocks, power,
safety.
roll cage.
This one, I'm assuming, is more power heavy too, right?
Yeah,
So
so
now
that
it's
one you're
more-
trying to actually go fast.
So,
You went from hauling hay to hauling ass.
but what
my Baja Runner is gonna have tow mirrors.
Do it.
I'll be hauling ass the entire time.
what about the body? That's custom body, right? For the fiberglass and all that?
Depends on how you start off with platforms.
It's just a shell.
So if you start off with like a say, for example, a factory Ford Raptor, you can upgrade fiberglass fenders. You still have your factory body, right? But if you're doing a full custom tube frame with like, giant control arms on the front and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna use a fiberglass body that goes on top of the tube frame.
That looks like a truck.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh,
a
so it's
truck.
like a funny car.
It's like a funny car,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or a monster truck.
Or a
Like
monster
how
truck.
it's just
A tube frame with a
Yeah. They
a
get ripped
fiberglass
off
body
every
over
time.
it.
yeah, quite literally is what it is.
Literally.
Well,
Or even like the RC cars that y'all are always talking about, where it's all the internals and all the stuff to make it cool, and it's just pink.
You slap on a Mustang or a
Ta-da.
Chevy Cobalt. Or,
It's the same concept.
that's the concept behind monster trucks, trophy trucks, literally most race cars.
It's
Yeah.
just to make it look
Like-
like a car. Because if not, you're just
Like
gonna see
even
this
NASCAR.
this mess of tubing and
Mhm.
wires and stuff.
Like even NASCAR does that. Like their bodies come off, but their bodies are meant to be a certain shape.
yeah, because they look like
Per
the
rules.
Mustang or whatever, but they all have
Mm-hmm.
their internals.
They're just stickers on fiberglass.
Or I think it's carbon fiber now.
It is carbon fiber.
Bob and
Yeah.
Kaiba.
Fiber and Kaiba.
Or parts of it are carbon fiber.
Cool. I know the Garage 56 one was like full carbon fiber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was so cool. But that is it for the theme of this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed the off-roading stuff. Noah, would you like to sign us out?
No.
Man, he did that fast. He did like a band-aid, man. So, in conclusion, if you're going to be doing off-roading stuff or anything at all, safety first and test out your vehicle. Don't push it. You can send it, but there's a difference. Sending it means you understand the capabilities and you know the limit, right? The next thing, as we've did you know most of what you are talking about off-road has been MC events for over 70 years. Rock crawl is trials.
MC? Motocross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Motocross is off-road to rallies and races. Like the motorcycles?
I think so. Dirt bikes.
Is that what MC stands for? Let us know.
I'm assuming he means motocross, but yeah, like motocross bikes or.
Make sure you go to the bathroom.
No guarantees.
What? What are we talking about? But again, we're super excited to announce our sponsorship of the Dirty Dinos. Again, this is in support of, females in the extreme sports. We're super excited to see what happens in October. I was thrown off by the date. I thought it was sooner. But it is in October, so you do have time to make any kind of donations that you'd like to. Again, if you go over to their Instagram, dirtydinos_rebel121, I believe. Hopefully that's correct. You can use their link for the Raptors and Rifles Network, and dollars add up. That's all I gotta say. And I'm sure that they would be absolutely grateful for the donations. We're super excited to see how they do. Again, Tara and Kelly, go out there and show them how it's done. That's all we can say. Again, we always say we race the truck, but we never said we win. But for y'all, we're hoping that y'all win. And for y'all's class, like Sal was saying, there's different classes in most of all of these races. One day, hopefully, we can meet y'all in person, and we'll just be following what y'all do once the competition starts. Again, we may have an event next weekend that we're going to be doing, so keep an eye out on our social media. We'll let you know if we're doing an episode next week. But other than that, our biggest thing, respect those around you. Remember, safety first, fun is second. And just a big shout out to all our supporters. In the end, for those of y'all that have been around for the past 2 hours, you had the last 2 hours to do absolutely anything else in the world, and you decided to spend them here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. None of this would be possible without any of y'all, and I just like to say, be cool and stay humble. We'll see y'all guys next week, possibly.